out for a little bit because Groundhog Day is when we get to find out if we have another 6 weeks
Oh yeah.
of winter
Yeah,
or an
yeah.
early spring.
Yeah. So what was the determination?
All right, so
What's the groundhog's name? Wasn't there like a famous groundhog?
yes. So let me get into it. So every year for Groundhog's Day, like hundreds, thousands of people, they gather in a small city called Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. Punxsutawney, yeah, it's a very weird, interesting name.
It starts with P-A-W?
Punx, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of people go to this small little town in
Wow.
Pennsylvania to check up on Punxsutawney Phil, which is
The groundhog's
the
name?
groundhog's name. Yeah.
Okay.
So they do like this little celebration. They're having a lot of people and music playing. Apparently, people start drinking like at 4 in the morning and shit like that.
Yo, any excuse to drink.
Yeah.
Groundhog's Day. You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's very true. Shout out to Jizzy. Yo. So the groundhog, he comes out. Everyone's like, "Woo, Phil, let's do it!" And I guess so. I was actually watching the live stream because like I was very curious to know what was gonna happen.
Wow, they had a live stream too?
Yeah, they had a live stream, and I was very curious to know what was gonna happen because I feel like this winter we've been very fortunate.
Yeah, very fortunate.
You know, like it hasn't snowed much. It's been pretty mild, with the exception of yesterday and like Friday, which was like very, very cold. So I'm thinking, yo, Phil's onto something. He's onto something.
Phil.
So they take him out of his little house, and it looks like it was hard for me to see, but it looks like there was like 2 scrolls, and like Phil like picks a scroll from like left or right side, and then the guy who has Phil in his hands reads the scroll, like a little cute little passage story or whatever. And like towards the end they determine whether he's seen a shadow, and if he sees a shadow it's 6 more weeks. If he doesn't, then it's early spring.
Okay. And is there like a specific time they have to do this by?
So they wake him up like at 7. Like
yo, wake up! It's time to work.
So the guy the guy he takes a cane. He takes a cane and he knocks on his little door.
Nah, he got a door?
Yeah, he has a little door and then it comes out. So it was like 7:30. I'm like, finally they take him out.
Yo.
I want to know the verdict right now.
Yo, that's crazy.
As soon as they say 6 more weeks of winter, I'm done. End of the stream. I was like, what the fuck? Because I was really hoping he wasn't going to see his shadow.
Wow, so if he sees his shadow, there is like 6 weeks.
6 more weeks of winter.
Oh,
if he doesn't, it's an early spring. But that wasn't the news this year, unfortunately. I don't know the last time he didn't see his shadow, but this year he's seen it, so we got another 6 weeks.
Damn, bro. He saw his shadow, man. Why did they just put like some reflectors or some shit to block that out? That's crazy. So 6 more weeks of winter.
6 more weeks, man.
Damn, Phil. Why?
You know, it's got me thinking this shit's scripted. And speaking of scripted, let's go turn it to the NFL. So recently, a former NFL player by the name of Arian Foster. I believe he was a former running back for the Houston Texans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
He was on a podcast recently. And they were talking about how allegedly like the NFL scripted. How before each season, each team.
Did they use that word allegedly?
They didn't. I'm saying it. Because it's like, really? You serious right now? He was straight up. Like before the season, each team's handed a script and they read it, and like when they're practicing during the week, that's them practicing like their script, like what's gonna happen in this game that week. I get injured in this game, I rack up this many carries, this many yards in that game. So like the social media world was in a frenzy, and they were coming up with like a lot of like videos and stuff like that. So I wanted to pull it up for you and show you some funny ones.
Now when I heard that, I saw the small clip of him speaking about it, how like everything is scripted, like they already know like week by week what's gonna happen, like who's injured, like who gets these points, this and that. And I was just like, oh wow. And then I just saw like Twitter go crazy saying, damn, so every year the Dallas Cowboys get the same script.
So one of the memes for the Cowboys was this.
The Cowboys, after getting the same script for the 28th year in a row.
It's Tyrese crying.
What more do you want from me?
Tom Brady getting the script of his career after getting drafted.
Yeah.
And then your boy, Nick Foles, reading who wins Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah,
in 2017. Against Tom Brady. Like, that's crazy. And then this guy says totally scripted. This dude's running out of bounds.
Yo! Is that Matt?
That's Dan.
Okay.
Orlovsky.
No, but who's the quarterback? I thought that was homeboy that's on the Rams now. LA Rams.
Oh, Matthew Stafford? Because I think he did like the same thing earlier this season.
I just know he was on the Lions before.
Nah, that's funny because I think he did the same thing earlier this season.
Nah, it's crazy. Like, how much are you feeding into this? Like, this whole...
Nah, honestly, like, I call total bullshit. I think it's funny. Like, people are making it into a joke and posting all these memes and videos of like, oh, how I got my script. This is the script I got. I think it's hilarious, and I don't think it's true.
I feel like it is.
Actually, you know what? It is rigged. Because breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I here have the score of Super Bowl 57, which is going down next Sunday in Arizona. You got the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is back. Can he get his second ring? And then you got the Eagles up and coming, Jalen Hurts, which by the way, they stole from the Patriots because they should have drafted him, but they just happened to fall in the Eagles' lap. That's how I feel.
It wasn't a part of the script.
We got the wrong script. So before I read what I have here, I know you're gonna be biased. We're gonna make some predictions right now. So it hurts for me to say this.
It does.
Because I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
My heart wants the Philadelphia Eagles to win this.
Nice.
I really want the Eagles to win because, like, they've been the best team this season.
For sure. Don't they have the most wins?
I believe, they have the most wins. Jalen Hurts is a lock for MVP.
Yeah.
You know what they were able to do on the offensive end, the defensive end, like
both. Yeah, the special teams, like everything was just clicking this year.
Everything was just perfect for them. So like the trophy, it's got their name written on it. But at the end of the day, sometimes you just gotta take what you earn, what belongs to you. You know, so they have to go out and get it.
For sure.
But my head is saying, I can't picture Patrick Mahomes losing another Super Bowl so soon in his fucking career. If Patrick Mahomes is 100%, like if his ankle's healed, and Travis Kelce was hurt too.
Oh wow.
He suffered a back injury in practice before the conference championship.
Talking about Kelce, I didn't know he has a brother on the Eagles.
Yeah. Jason Kelce, I believe.
Yo,
yeah. So it's gonna be the first time two brothers are playing against each other.
A first time for that, and then a first time for two black quarterbacks to be facing each other. Yo, making history.
Black History Month too.
Yo, NFL scripted is more like, they did a great job writing this out this year.
They really did, man.
Nah, because you brought it up too last week. You were saying that if Kansas City wins, then it's rigged because the stadium in Arizona is State Farm's. And
State Farm Arena.
Who's the poster boy right now for State Farms is Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly. Are they trying to recruit Jalen Hurts now? if we see a commercial, that's how you know it's rigged. You're gonna see a Super Bowl commercial. It's the guy from State Farm, and then he's like, "Hey, Jalen Hurts." Because think about it. I think it was Super Bowl 51, if I'm not mistaken, where they had a commercial with Tom Brady. He's like, "Oh, let me put these rings in the locker. Oh, I forgot about this one. It's kind of new."
Damn.
Roger that.
Yeah, it was right after the Super Bowl, right?
I think it was like literally right before.
Oh, okay.
Right before. So see now, like at first I'm like, it's bullshit, but now like reminiscing on these old commercials and stuff, maybe it is scripted.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Like you gotta think about it. Like if they really take the 6 days to practice these plays, because sometimes I be seeing tackles that should have been a tackle and homeboy just spins right out of it. I'm just like, yo, that looks mad suspicious. How did he not tackle him right there? And then like being overthrown, like, yo, he was wide open. Why you overthrowing him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so a lot of stuff, I don't know, it's just not adding up. This is crazy.
So my prediction, I want to say, is Kansas City's gonna win.
Yeah.
27-20. I'm gonna say that.
And honestly, I'm going to agree with you because I was having those same sentiments. I'm going to echo your sentiments right now because my heart, I'm a true Eagles fan ever since 2004. I was 9 years old. My uncle was watching the Super Bowl, which was the Eagles versus Patriots that year.
Yeah.
And that's what made me a fan. Ever since 2004, I've been a fan. And in 2018, I believe it was 2017, 2018, they won. Like, I was blessed to witness that, you know, in my lifetime. So to see them again in the Super Bowl, like, I'm just so amped right now. But my head, like you're saying, is saying, damn, but it just seems like Patrick Mahomes, like, his career, how he's been to the Super Bowl, like, 3 times already. And he's only been in the league for 5 years, right? So 5 years.
Like
and then,
5 or 6.
And then Andy Reid, which is our ex-coach, he was on the Eagles for so long. And now he's with another team going to the Super Bowl so many times. And I feel like that year they lost to Tom Brady and the Bucks. That year, Andy Reid's son was on the coaching staff. And the day before the Super Bowl, he got into a really bad accident.
Oh, the DUI?
Yeah, he killed, I believe, a kid. Like,
yeah.
And I feel like that was one of the reasons why they lost that Super Bowl. So I feel like this is the NFL, like, giving them, like, another chance. Like, all right, like, we took away that Super Bowl ring from you, so we're gonna give you another one. So I just feel like it's just like it is kind of scripted. Like, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They know people like that Cinderella story, even though in this case it would be the Eagles being the Cinderella.
Yeah.
But Patrick Mahomes, like him being the poster boy these last 5 years, like it just will look better for him to have 2 rings or whatever, how many rings he's going to have. So that's what my head is saying right now as well, man.
So
it's just crazy, man. I'm hoping this is like some real game, like competitive. I don't want no blowout too. I don't want that.
I want it to be close.
Yeah, I want it to be close throughout the whole game. You know what I mean? Like, just going back and forth. Some good defensive plays, some good offensive plays from both teams. Like, that, so far, that's what I'm rooting for. Just a good game. Even if we lose, just put your heart out on it. Leave it on the field. Except for what's his name? Damar Hamlin.
Oh my gosh.
Don't leave your heart on the field like that, though. Don't do that.
Too soon. So listen. Alright, so this is another leaked script, right? So this is the final score for next Sunday's game.
Oh, someone put out
Yes. So Kansas City Chiefs 34, Philadelphia Eagles 37.
Oh shit. Do they do a Madden? Don't they do that stuff?
Yeah, they do a Madden simulation like a week or a few days prior to the game, and the simulation has been pretty accurate these past few years. They've predicted like the winner
really?
like
wow.
7 out of like 10 times, which is pretty good. But yeah, once I seen that, I was like, oh shit. If this becomes true, Eagles fans, you're gonna be happy.
Yeah, that's a nice score too. That means the offense, they were both going back and forth, and then to win on a field goal, that's crazy.
So you got the first quarter 10-0 Chiefs, and then you got like a bit of a shootout, 14-13 to close the first half.
Nice.
It looked like the Eagles missed the field goal, so I guess that field goal is gonna be like a redemption kick at the end.
Yeah, this is crazy.
And then the third quarter, the Eagles start 11-0, and then the third quarter, I just see 2 1s. So Yeah, it's gonna be an amazing game. I can't wait for next Sunday. You know, like the Super Bowl, it's always been such an amazing game. Despite the fact it was fucking Broncos and Seahawks like a few years ago, which was a complete blowout. We're not expecting that. We're expecting it to be a grit and grind game, and may the best team win. Regardless, I'm not a fan of either, so whoever wins, like, I'm happy for whoever. So,
you know who we gotta ask? AI. That guy's so smart. I always see people talking about AI. He does this, he does that. Yo, Allen Iverson has done a lot since his career in basketball.
I thought you was talking about artificial intelligence.
Oh, wait, that's what they're talking about?
I thought you was talking about, like, an actual AI that you, like, you feed it some information and then it spits it back to you. Like, because, like, you know, we're actually getting close to that iRobot stage in life where, like, we're really dependent on fucking AI shit.
Facts, bro.
But Allen Iverson, shout out to him because, like, he knows the answers because that's his nickname.
Nah, for sure. If artificial intelligence came up with that score, then I believe it. Because with Chat GPT...
You know, I just heard about that too. Yeah. One of my members, like, he was telling me about that, and he was able to, like, submit, like, a bunch of emails using that, like a website or something, or like an app that helps give you, like, a lot of... It's almost like Spark Notes, right? But, like, it makes... like a letter, or like it makes your own thing for you, so you're not doing all the typing.
It could be anything. You could, I believe, upload videos, upload articles, upload anything you want, and then it's gonna generate its own like version of that.
Yeah,
you know, and that's just so crazy.
That is really crazy.
Like a computer is going like getting that information and then having its own thought. That's basically what it is. Mm-hmm. Like it's getting scary, bro. I'm getting goosebumps, yo.
It is getting scary.
Yo, Will Smith, he warned us, man.
I think Drake did something like that too. I think
recently.
What is it, like a Drake generator? You type in an idea and it creates a song using Drake's voice.
Exactly, bro. It has voice too. Like this is just it's not just words. It's a voice. It's visuals. Like I saw this other YouTube video where this guy was showing you how to make automated videos on YouTube to make money, and he basically was showing you how to get a script, upload that, and then it just generates a whole like scene. Like it looks like a real commercial, like with real people moving their mouth, and it's fake people. It's all AI stuff. Like it's just crazy what's going on with technology right now.
It really is.
Yeah, and that makes you think like maybe that's how they're producing so much content with all these streaming services. Like everything is just AI is just going so quick. That's why Elon Musk as well, he fired all those people because he knows there's technology that can replace people now. Like we don't need 5 people to do the same job. You can have one person that can handle that and it does the job of like 10 people, you know? So True. With technology right now, where it's going, like, I don't know, man. Like we're just going to have to keep adapting to it. You know, like how we are with the smartphones. It's only been 10 years with the smartphones, and we've adapted to it so far. And that's just they evolving, just gonna keep evolving, you know, until we're a robot ourselves. We'll be plugging in, literally.
We're gonna have to charge ourselves, you know, not just our mental, but our physical. You know, I gotta go to Best Buy, get the best charger for me, plug me in, 100.
Yo, but since we talk about Groundhog, like, yo, what's in that water in Pennsylvania that got people looking at a fucking big ass rat and asking them about the season?
Yo, I'm telling you, it's something about Pennsylvania and not just Philly. I think it's the whole state of Pennsylvania. I remember I was like, yo, it's something in the water. And it's true because I was watching Creed and even Rocky was like, oh, it's something in the water. When they were walking into the gym with Adonis, he said something about the water. I'm like, see, I know.
Yo, and then another reason why the Philly probably won't win is because last time they did win, the citizens trashed their city. They were knocking down statues, rocking cars, eating shit.
Yeah,
like, they don't deserve to win again.
They were doing the same shit when they clinched the Super Bowl. So it's like, all right, Roger, fall back. They're on that bullshit right now. Yeah. Speaking on bullshit. On some bullshit. Yo. Shout out to her loss, Drake in 21. So Nori, I believe he was on his podcast or another podcast, and he heard on the street allegedly, right, that Future is upset with Drake over the Drake and 21 collab album, Her Loss.
He started that rumor?
He heard it from someone from like the street, but like it hurt. But Nori did say that publicly.
Wow, because I saw like the blogs picked that up and was saying, "Oh, Future's mad at Drake." I'm just like, why is Future mad at Drake? This guy made an album with Juice WRLD, rest in peace. Made an album with Lil Uzi Vert, rest in peace. Oh wait, no, he's still alive. Oh, shit. Yo, his career is dead, but he's still alive. No, and then he made an album with Young Thug. Like, this guy collabs with everybody.
And you know, like, I 100% agree, because that's exactly what I was gonna say too. Yeah. If he's upset, then that's very hypocritical of him.
Yeah.
Because, so allegedly, his reasoning of him being upset with Drake is because he feels like that their album has no significance in the culture when it dropped. Like, oh, since you did an album with 21, then our album isn't as important anymore. It's like, what a time to be alive. Like, no one's ever going to take that away from you guys. Yeah, because when it came out, it was truly like, what a time to be alive. Drake, Future, like, you guys were at the pinnacle of your careers. Yeah. You guys kind of still are. You know, so like no one's taking that away from you. Like that album was good. Drake and 21, they did their thing, and it's the shit now. You know what I'm saying? But like that doesn't take away from the greatness that is that album. That's not going anywhere in history, in the culture. And you're 100% right, because that's the first thing that I thought of. Yeah. How can you be upset at Drake for doing his thing about your career? You have done collab albums with Juice WRLD. Yeah. You've done collab albums with Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug. Yeah. And a lot of people were saying like that's very clout chasey of you, because it's like you're almost 40 and you're doing collab albums with like the younger generation. Yeah. And I can understand you wanted to do that so you could reach different demographics. Yeah, yeah. You know, try to reach Lil Uzi Vert fans, Juice WRLD fans and stuff, but it's like you've done at least 3-4 collab albums with different artists. Yeah. Where Drake, he did it with one other person. Yeah. You know? Yeah.
And honestly, in my eyes, I feel like Future did those collab albums. The only reason was to steal their sauce. Because I feel like he noticed like he needed to gain some more attraction. Oh, what better than to collab with a younger artist that got younger fans and that knows what's hip right now. Because that's the thing, when you're in the game, even us, as we're getting older, we don't know what the kids like now. You know what I mean? We only know what we like. So to know what they like, you gotta be around them. So I feel like he did all those collab albums was to steal their sauce. He actually has a song too, Too Much Sauce, with Lil Uzi Vert. So like that's my reasoning, like why he did all those collab albums. And if anyone should be upset, it should be Lil Wayne, because without Lil Wayne, there ain't no Drake, there ain't no Future. And the fact that Drake has not done a collab album with Lil Wayne, the one that he looked up to, now he's trying to surpass. Like, nah, you don't surpass someone that you look up to. You know?
And that's why I sent you that picture, because it looked like it was two people that just had to be in the same room, but they don't want to be next to each other. Yeah. You know, like they're together, but like I felt like the vibe was kind of off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, nah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Future, he's gonna say what he's gonna say, but maybe he's mad because Drake did a collab album and it actually hit. Future did 4 collab albums and they were
it came and went. Yeah. You know, but even before Nori mentioned that, I kind of sensed it too. Like something was kind of off, because usually like your collaborators, your acquaintances, you know, they tend to when your album drops, they tend to like give you your flowers and like they'll promote you a little bit, like oh, shout out my guys, they dropped an album, this and that. Future never said anything.
Really?
You know, Future never said anything. And I remember when they were doing Life is Good, they were doing behind the scenes, they were showing the FBG chains and stuff like that, and they were teasing part 2 to What a Time to Be Alive.
Okay.
He was like, Drake was like, oh, part two, and Future was like, oh, it's already cooked up. And this was like 3 years ago. Yeah. You know, so I definitely sensed even before Nori said something that he definitely felt some type of way. But hopefully they can all come together because when you guys all come together and you guys can work as one, it's much better when everyone's together and not divided. Yeah. And this wouldn't be the first time that Future and Drake had felt some differences between each other.
The beginning of their careers.
So this was like around, I think like the Nothing Was the Same era.
Yeah, I believe so.
Future was a bit critical about the album. He felt like it wasn't like a classic at the time. Like he felt like it wasn't gonna be as influential like years going down the line.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that. Mm-hmm. I just remember the Tony Montana.
Yes, that was another thing too. He wasn't present for the video, so he felt a way about that.
Yeah, he felt like Drake was just like being like that big ego type of artist and not really treating him like with respect and not showing up to the video. Just keep telling him excuses about why he can't get there. So I remember him being on a radio show and saying that that's the reason why Drake never showed up to the video. But with egos, there's always gonna be clashes. Cause you would say that Future in some places are bigger than Drake, and I kind of agree that they're both kind of like right there, right next to each other because of the collaborations. You don't see Drake with a Taylor Swift collab. You don't see Drake with a Ed Sheeran collab. Like Future gets on these pop songs because those pop artists want him on there, and that speaks volume to what Future brings, and people with that caliber, they see what he brings and they want him on their songs. So he does have a lot of accolades that he can be upset. Like he has every right to feel this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're both just big egos right now, and they're both just trying to just pick sides, and this could be just another beef thing that makes people talk, keep them relevant, So it is a good topic, something to look at, because they both have been in the game for so long, and they deserve that respect. You know what I mean? They have many albums, many songs that anybody can listen to, and when you have like that big diversity in fan base, like you have so many people talking about you and you want them to keep talking, so we're gonna see what happens in 2023. I'm seeing so far my predictions coming a little bit true with the collabs. Like I feel like more people are collabing with each other. Outkast, they posted a picture, it looks like they're gonna drop something. They're finally, I felt like they had a beef, that Big Boy and Andre, like they just wasn't on the same page or something.
Yeah. So far, the new year, it's been quiet.
Yeah, right.
But it is kind of expected because you want to wait until like it gets a little bit like a few months down the line, close to like spring and summer to really start sizzling. Yeah. I think I can only really think of like French Montana was the only one that like really dropped an album, but that came and went like usual. But we're waiting patiently to see what 2023 has in store for us. So looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, man. Now that was some good topics for sure.
Yeah. I had these written down, and like I definitely want to dive into it because like I knew it was gonna be good conversation, and we bounced off pretty well. And I'm glad you said that about Future, because like that was the number one thing.
Yeah.
That was the number one thing I was thinking of. I was like, what a hypocritical motherfucker. And you wonder why Sierra left you.
That's why she went with someone that drinks creatine.
Yeah, not lean.
Yeah, man.
But that's it for another episode. It's your boys. We appreciate the love and support.
Yes.
Follow that Instagram, 401 Bucket Dreams.
Yes.
Follow, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 401 Bucket Dreams. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
For another one.